Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Get that man. Go play for a national championship. We're going to swing as hard as we possibly can. 1, 2, 3.
I was made for the battle.
Your morning blitz begins now.
So How versus the world right here now. Us against everybody.
On the Blitz.
Have a great Friday, you mother...
Okay, if you say so. I can do that. Hey, welcome to the show. It's going to be a high of 84 today. Could get some storms and showers later this afternoon. All in all, the weekend's looking pretty nice. Highs in the low 70s. It's going to be pretty decent. How are you, Kelly?
Great.
Ready for Friday?
I am. I will tell you that I got Peacock yesterday to watch The Paper.
Okay.
The new Greg Daniels sort of office-type show.
Spin-off, yep. See, that's exactly why. I won't do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to ruin The Office.
It's 10 episodes. They dropped them all. I watched the first episode. And I'm going to hang in there. I am. But so far... I don't like it.
Yeah.
I said it. I don't like it.
Sometimes shows, they get better,
Well, exactly. That's why I'm going to hang in there.
Yeah.
I remember when I first started Schitt's Creek, I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I get it. But then it has become one of my favorite shows.
Well, and that's how I feel about Better Call Saul. Like, I made it to the first 4 episodes, and I was like, oh, what is this? And you're swearing up and down.
I swear, to me, it's better than Breaking Bad. Yeah.
Which is such a statement.
It is a statement, but I'm making it, baby.
Did you watch it all, Goose?
Better Call Saul? The first 4 episodes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I've seen clips online, and the clips I've seen, I like the tie-ins that they do. Like, I remember watching some clips about the Germans building the huge meth lab and how that huge meth lab came to... So I love some of the tie-ins, and you see some of the backstory, but whatever.
We watched the first 2 episodes of Game of Thrones and went,
Yeah?
And it was a year later. We started it again, and now it's my all-time favorite show.
Yeah, that was another one that I was like,
I don't know if The Paper's going to rank up there like that,
right.
but I'll hang in there.
Okay, very good. I woke up this morning, and I got did my normal routine, got dressed, I went downstairs to collect my stuff, and right there in the living room is a vase with some flower, but they're not flowers. They were paper mache green and paper mache red rose petals that were made, and they were made just so golf balls fit perfectly inside the roses, the red roses. And so there were 12 of them, and then there was a little handwritten note from Nora that said, 1 year from today, we're going to be waking up and having mimosas in bed, talking about how our wedding was the night before.
Oh,
because we're going to September 4th of next year. And the note was so sweet. And I'm like, that's right. It's going to be a year from today that we will be officially married, and that's great. And then I'm like, who the hell made these roses? Because I know for a fact Nora did not make these paper mache roses perfectly wrapped around golf balls. There's no way. She is not that artistic. So I really want to know who made these paper mache roses.
Well, let's call her.
The note's nice and all.
Maybe she YouTubed it. We're all fixing our cars and stuff with YouTube.
There's no way. There is absolutely no way whatsoever. So that's my big mystery when she wakes up. Thanks for the note. Hey, who made those roses?
I can't wait to find out.
She might have gotten. Maybe she bought them on Etsy.
That could be it. Yeah, with the golf balls already inserted.
That's something they would have.
Yeah, that's true. How are you, Thick? How was the game last night?
Well, Dallas lost as I expected, but they didn't get embarrassed.
Okay.
But I don't think anybody will remember this game for anything other than Spitgate.
Yeah.
Man, that was just when I think I've seen everything in the NFL, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, very beginning of the game, they kick off. Before the first play happens, a guy got hurt from the Eagles on the kickoff. He's laying on the field. The medics are out there working on him. The offenses and defenses come out, and Jalen Carter, the star of their defense, one of the best defensive players in the league, he walks over to the Cowboys side. He's talking to Dak Prescott, and all of a sudden he spits on Dak.
Well,
just hawks a loogie.
Dak had spit down at the ground.
Yeah, before he walked over.
Yeah, they were kind of standing in the huddle.
Yeah.
And Dak did have a smile on his face after he spit, but he spit down into the ground.
And then Jalen walked over.
Spit right on his chest.
Big old, and they show it.
Spit on his chest.
They showed it in slow motion.
Whoa.
I mean, it was a loogie.
Yeah.
And hit it. And
Gross.
Dak, like, what is going? And they ejected him.
Yeah, bye. That's
he didn't even get to play in the game. I mean, that's really selfish. You let your team down, and you know what? That's not the end. He's going to get a fine for sure, and maybe a suspension.
Yeah.
I mean, that's assault.
Yep.
Technically, Dak could have had him arrested.
Yeah, you can't
right
go
there
around
in the middle of
spitting
the
on
field.
people.
That was, but I couldn't even believe. So this is how we start the season, huh?
But
they
didn't get a huge rain delay. You didn't stay up for it.
Oh no! When they had the storms hit and they went to delay, they said, "Well, it'll be at least a half an hour, and then I'll have a 20-minute workout." And I went, and I got to go to bed.
Yeah.
So, and I got to watch fourth quarter during.
But
practice.
24-20, not awful.
No, I was.
Did that cover the line? I don't know what the line was.
The Eagles were favored by 8.5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
All right.
So there's hope for a decent season, I guess. If
see what happens.
Because the defense played great. The second half, they only gave up 3. So,
speaking of football, coming up at about 7:35, Buckeye Hall of Fame legend Jeff Logan will be here to talk this week's game. Not sure exactly what we're going to talk about. The beatdown will be so bad they haven't even released a line for this game. Like they just obviously Ohio State's going to win.
I'm wondering if it's going to come out tomorrow morning at 50.
But it could be.
It might.
It very well could be. So we'll have that coming up at 8:05. Your chance to win tickets for All Out War Motorsports. If you want to join me for that event a week from tomorrow, we'll get you hooked up with that. Right now, let's get going with Blitz Morning Trivia. Thick.
Okay, I know everybody can't wait for this one. $25 to waterbeds and stuff. 2 boxing icons have announced they will fight each other next year.
I think these exhibition fights are so stupid.
I know.
I know. They annoy me.
Yeah.
But, tell us.
They're nothing but a payday for the people that are doing them.
Yeah, of course. And the people fighting. I mean, they're getting paid.
That's what I mean.
Oh, I thought you meant the people putting it on, like the promoters. And all
that too, yes. But no, I mean the
yeah.
people in the ring.
Yeah. So who are the 2 fighters? Let us know. Be the first to text in the correct answer at 800-821-9970, and we'll give you that Waterbeds and Stuff gift card.
What's that answer for Blitz Morning Trivia, Thick?
All right. There will be a fight next year between 2 boxing icons, meaning they are not like active boxers. We want to know who it was. And Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather Jr.
This reminds me of UFC 1, and there was a really large African-American gentleman and a tiny white man. And the white man ended up winning because he got the very large African-American gentleman down, like, on the ground. And he was just too big to get up. And the little white guy was just beating the mess out of him.
That was UFC 1. I don't remember it.
It was way up there in the early UFCs before it was organized.
Well, obviously, those aren't the same weight class.
Yeah, this was like back when it was just
like a backyard brawl.
Well, the Kumatai, like anyone versus anyone, fighting style versus fighting style. So, why these two are fighting?
I don't know.
Can I just say, too, that Mike Tyson's 59, Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s 48. Do you know the difference in your abilities between your 40s and your almost 60 years old?
Yeah.
How old are the Paul brothers?
20-something,
okay.
Maybe 30.
Because that's who, Tyson had that fight with him, and I was excited for that, and that turned out to be the biggest joke ever.
Oh, absolutely. Mike Tyson was going to kill him and then pulled his punch.
I mean, is he going to even be able to hit Floyd Mayweather? He's going to be much faster than Tyson. Like,
sure.
Much.
Well, and that's the thing. He's just going to dance around him.
Well, Tyson said, I still can't believe Floyd wants to really do this. It's going to be detrimental to his health, but he wants to do it, so it's signed and it's happening.
Yeah, but at the same point, if for whatever reason, if some way, somehow, Mike Tyson predicts where Floyd's going to dodge to and catches him with a punch,
Yeah.
Floyd's going to turn into a Pez dispenser.
That's true.
His head is just going to snap back, and that's it. So,
Now, see, now you're going to get me to watch it.
but they're not going to be throwing full punches. So.
I don't know. The details on the number of rounds and the weight will be revealed at a later date. Fight's expected to happen next spring. And Clayton Houston from Lancaster was the first one to text in the correct answer and gets $25 to water beds and stuff.
Congratulations. If you're getting up and around, you're getting your kids up and around for the last day of school for the week, you might be hearing them chitter-chattering with their friends, or they, maybe they're bringing friends over, and you're like, what are they talking about? Because I can't understand their slang. And I get it, because every generation had their own slang. Do you remember, what was like a word that you and your friends used to say, Kelly, back in the day?
Grody.
Grody!
Yes.
Okay.
That was one.
All right.
Rad.
I had psych.
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 Yep.
That was a big
That's
one.
a
Psych.
good one.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Well, of course, the slang of a generation changes. So I'm going to quiz you a little bit. These are the most popular slang terms that the kids are using nowadays. What happens when they're aura farming?
Aura farming.
Aura farming. Yes, that's that's a thing you might hear your kids say. Aura farming is big nowadays.
I saw this once and I can't remember.
Trying to get good people around you or something?
Close,
Okay.
but it's more about your aura. So you might be actively trying to improve your own aura by maybe dressing a little nicer.
Okay, that's
doing your hair. Oh, you're out here aura farming right
so
now.
you're
getting your nails
trying
done.
to look nice.
Yeah, you're trying to up your game.
Yeah.
Do it for the plot.
Yeah.
Now this one isn't necessarily new.
Is it
I
like
like
do it
that
for the
one.
gram?
Not quite. This is where you do something where you normally wouldn't do it, but you're doing it.
It's like how you guys ate pig's brains.
Yeah, do it for the plot.
You do it for the plot.
Okay.
It's not that
You now
want
have
to
a
do
story
it.
to tell.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's the only reason that Nora ended up with an NFL lineman. She did it for the plot. She didn't really like him. Well, who's going to turn down an NFL lineman and go to the Pro Bowl? I'm going to do it for the plot. GAT. GYATT. GAT.
Yeah.
Gat.
Any idea what GAT means?
Like, get out of here.
Get your ass to bed.
No, not quite. GAT is basically, we would say, damn, like DAUUUM, but they're taking the God version or the God portion of GD and just going GAT. Yeah.
Okay.
And not finishing.
Oh, and not saying. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see here. This one I completely don't understand at all. Lizard. Or you might hear it, lizard, 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 lizard. That's a slang term nowadays for kids. Because it started from the post-credits scene at the end of Disney's Elio. They were promoting a movie for next year called Hoppers. And apparently there's this googly-eyed lizard who is seemingly like hitting the emoji, the lizard emoji on his phone. He's going lizard, 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 lizard. Mm-hmm. And so kids nowadays are doing that when something is on like repeat. Lizard, 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 lizard. I don't get it. That's just what kids do nowadays. So something to keep an eye out for them. This is another one that has come back. Straight fire.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that one.
It's on the comeback. We used to use that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that is straight fire.
Yeah.
There. Of course, meaning something really, really good. And steez is another one.
Steez nuts?
No, it's a 90s slang term that's coming back. Basically, it refers to an extension of the word style. Like, oh, yeah, you got some good steez.
Oh.
You got some good style. So if your kids ever say, oh, your steez is on fleek, then you know that you're doing something well. You got some good style. So just a few things keep an eye out for, or an ear out for if your kids are talking. Now you know what they're saying.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
This first story, this isn't like you can't eat at everybody's house. Granted, we all know you can't eat at everybody's house.
Right.
But this one is her own fault, as this young woman went to visit her niece, and she was waiting while the niece said, hold on, I have to go grab something from the other room. And they were kind of hanging out in the kitchen at the time. Well, the aunt made her way into the pantry. She was getting some water, and then she turns around. She goes to the pantry. She goes, oh, a little snacky. And decides to grab what looks like this decent type powder mixture, and it gives it a little try. Because on the label, there's nothing completely obvious as to what it is, besides saying all natural, chicken and beef, things of that nature. Well, the niece comes back and says, hey, where'd you get that? And then the aunt says, well, it looks nice and it tastes pretty good. And that's when the niece goes, oh, I'm glad you enjoy it. So does Spot. It was the dog food that was kept in the pantry. in the dog area, there were bowls. There were the food. The problem was the food didn't have like a dog picture on it. Yeah. It didn't say puppy chow on it. It was one of those, fresh meals that a lot of people are buying for their dogs now. And of course, the aunt did freak out. But the good news is this is one of those like all natural type food things.
Human grade.
Yeah, human grade, exactly. So it's not going to do any harm, but the family is in a bit of a tiff. The aunt's saying, why wouldn't you have this better labeled? And the niece saying, why are you going through my stuff in the first place?
Yeah, solidly on the niece's side here.
Yeah, exactly.
At everybody's house. Oh, you can't eat at everybody's house.
The aunt has now gone to the mom, to other aunts, to the cousins, all complaining. Why wouldn't this be better labeled? I can't believe she let me eat dog food. No, she didn't let you do anything. You went into her pantry and grabbed the food.
Oh, you've got to go, Auntie.
And where it was all dog stuff.
Yeah, and again, it was in the section of the pantry where you've got the food storage, the food toppers, the food bowls, everything that has to deal with the dog. Why would you just assume I'm going to keep my cookie dough next to the dog food? They're next to the dog bowls. That makes no sense. So, yes, most people online, or pretty much everyone online, on the niece's side. Don't just go rummaging through people's stuff and start eating.
Yeah, you get what you get at that point.
You don't know what's going to happen. Absolutely. This second story takes us over to Japan, where a Japanese high school student was just arrested for allegedly poisoning his uncle's miso soup. Why? Well, because he couldn't take his uncle snoring anymore. Have you ever just been done with it?
Done.
Just over it. I can't take it anymore. I am shocked that I have not woken up to a pillow over my face and just hearing Nora go, shh, sleep. Because
so you snore, huh?
I do snore. Yeah. And it does, for some reason, it doesn't bother her. She can get through it. I mean, I snore to the point where I wake up with like a sore throat sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Like I definitely snore. I remember I would go to I went and had a sleep test one time. So I was like, do I have sleep apnea? No. I was so mad. I paid all this money for a sleep test, and they sent me one sheet of paper in an envelope with the doctor's office header on it, and one line: your sleep test came back normal. That was all they said. It's like, okay, great.
You ever tried the Breathe Right strip?
Haven't tried the Breathe Right.
I don't know if that works for everybody or anybody, but I hear
Nora uses mouth tape now, and I'm wondering if that might help. Because there's a piece of black tape. It's like electrical tape. You just put it over your mouth. Helps you breathe through your nose. Supposed to be better for you.
It feels claustrophobic to me, but
I don't like that.
It.
I couldn't do that.
Yeah. That and I got facial hair. I'm not trying to rip off my facial hair first thing in the morning.
It's like you wake up in the middle of the night all groggy. You're like, well, I'm definitely being kidnapped. I have this tape over my mouth.
Right, tape over my mouth. Exactly. Yeah. Well, this 18-year-old will be on trial saying, yes, I just couldn't stand my uncle's loud snoring, and I decided to kill him. He literally said it. I couldn't take it anymore.
Temporary insanity, maybe.
Could you claim that?
I feel like you could.
Lack of sleep
Yes.
leads to temporary insanity, leads to me poisoning my uncle because I couldn't take it anymore.
Yes. No
apparently,
sleep makes Homer something. What was that from The Simpsons? Remember they did the Jack Nicholson
makes you
parody?
say bad boy, angry
Music
boy,
makes Homer something. I forget. Never
He
mind.
used oleander, which is an evergreen tree that blooms with red and white flowers and is commonly planted as a street or park tree, but its branches and leaves are toxic. And thankfully, they were able to figure out what was going on, so the 53-year-old will be okay, but the boy will most likely be spending some time in jail.
Yep.
Because you can't just go killing your uncle. That's not how that works. And that is your not-so-breaking news, 99.7 The Blitz. 3 times in my life I have been presented with a bag that has got little fungi in it. And 2 of those times I took just tiniest of little nibbles. Because I am way too scared.
Microdosing.
Yeah, I am way too scared to, actually do it. I know what's in my head, and I don't need that coming to life.
Yes, we need that.
No.
Oh, I would love that.
No.
Oh,
I know what I think about.
You're funny already. You would be
I know what
unbearable.
I think about if I have a gummy or something. Like to actually see something. Oh, no.
Didn't they scare you in the after-school special saying you do it once, it could mess your brain up for life?
That was angel dust.
Wow. They went right to angel dust?
Well, I know what Kelly's talking about, those after-school specials, and they'd scare the hell out of me.
I just still see 2 sunny side up eggs boiling in a pan.
Yeah, that's your
This is
brain
a brain
on
on drugs. Yeah, absolutely.
But I remember the kid that jumped off the house because he thought he could fly because he took angel dust.
All of that. I don't want.
It was actually called it was called Angel Dusted. Was the name of it.
Well, the fact that I wouldn't do it sitting at home on the couch, I for sure would not head out to the middle of the forest, and that's exactly what happened in New York State. The New York State Department of Environmental Conservation Forest Rangers had to rescue a couple people because they got a 911 call from some gentlemen that decided to go hiking up in the Slide Mountain Wilderness Park about 20 miles west of Woodstock, and they had to call 911 because the original caller admitted the group had consumed mushrooms and one of them was experiencing a debilitating high. He could not move, and they had to be rescued. Oh, my God. Trees and vines everywhere. There is no
Think how distressing that would be, too. I don't know what's fun in that, honestly. What is fun in being that high?
I can't imagine. I know that if I'm out in the wilderness, it's going to be the nights who say knee for sure. I'm gonna be talking to the trees.
You'll find that murderous bunny, won't you?
Yes. Oh man, I'll have the holy hand grenade.
Merely a flesh wound.
Yeah, merely a flesh wound. Has anyone ever done this before? Have you had like a debilitating high before?
Debilitate? No, never.
No. I can't. No, I've never.
I hear people take trips. And, I was watching telephone poles run down the street. I've never seen anything like any of that stuff.
No, you haven't?
Nothing, ever.
I know it'll happen to me. I know, and I can't. I wouldn't be able to handle it. I would
Like people
not be
talk
able to
about doing
handle
ayahuasca. That sounds
Right.
miserable to
Now
me.
that
Yeah.
I don't want. I don't want anything to do with that.
it. But they also say it's a complete reset
Yeah, life changing.
of the stuff in your brain.
I'm good.
It has cured depression and traumas and things like. But
Okay, well, yeah, I guess if you're facing a debilitating life,
right.
that if that's an option, I guess you'd go through it. But it sounds really scary.
Yeah, we're locked away, and you're not near anything.
You're puking and pooping at the same time.
There are a lot of successful people who give a lot of credit to microdosing LSD. Phil Jackson, who coached 6 NBA championships in Chicago and then went to LA. And
Yeah, but you're not freaking out on a microdose.
No,
I mean,
you're not.
When you do too much. And there's a fine line, isn't there?
I would think so.
I'm still looking for it.
Have you touched your toe over the line? Just a little dip in the pool, but you haven't
Haven't hit the line.
You haven't hit the line, or you didn't dive into the deep
You've
end
never
yet.
gotten paranoid from just smoking a little bit too much.
When I was young, but
I shouldn't think of it.
Not in years.
It's not fun.
No, last time I was paranoid was Las Vegas when I had too much of the Twix bar, and we were at a restaurant, and I couldn't pick up my glass of water. Like I thought I was having a stroke because I couldn't close my hand around the glass of water to take a drink.
Ugh.
But psychedelic, no, in the middle of a forest.
That's the best place to be.
Not happening whatsoever.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Well, the man pulled from Hoover Reservoir this week has been identified as a Columbus City Schools employee. The Franklin County coroner says 55-year-old Michael Burden was found Wednesday morning. He was head custodian at Coleraine Elementary. Police say there were no signs of foul play, but the cause of death is still unknown. Authorities in Nevada have finally identified the man found dead during this year's Burning Man Festival. He's a 37-year-old Russian named Vadim Kruglov. He had been living in Washington state prior to his death. It's still unclear how he died, but he was found in a pool of blood at a campsite Saturday night, right as the Burning Man effigy was first ignited. And no arrests have been made. So they're still heavily investigating this. The most expensive Lego set to date and the only one to hit a 4-figure price tag with tax will release next month. Lego has announced the Ultimate Collector Series Death Star. It'll cost $999.99. It's 28 inches tall, 32 inches wide, 11 inches in diameter. The set contains 9,023 pieces.
What?
9,023 pieces.
I do not have the attention span to put together
Yes.
something for 9,000 pieces.
It also includes 38 Lego minifigures of characters from the Star Wars franchise, like Luke Skywalker in both Jedi and Stormtrooper variants, Han Solo, Princess Leia, Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine, and 2 droid figures. The set will be available for purchase starting Saturday, October 4th, in stores and online. You can get early access if you're a Lego insider. All you have to do is sign up on the Lego website. It is free, and you'll get that early access October 1st through the 3rd. $1,000. You know, those Lego sets, even the small ones, are way too expensive.
Yeah.
They're too expensive. But this one, I don't know, with 9,000 pieces.
Let me tell you, Adam, the 13-year-old has been in or is in a Lego phase.
Okay.
Oh, really?
In fact, we had to move everything downstairs to one of the side rooms of the basement to give him like a Lego room because he's gotten too many for his bedroom. So we've had to move it downstairs.
Yeah.
And I'm all about it. But they're so expensive. It's ridiculous. Because Legos have had a huge resurgence over the past like 10 years or so.
Yeah.
And so now they can charge more like they do. And it's just... I love it that you're not, in front of a screen. You're using some brain power to put things together.
Yeah.
But man.
My niece loves them, and she'll buy them for herself. She just bought these cute, Lego sneakers. A sneaker that she put together. It is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
I was like, who's walking around in Lego sneakers? That's not comfortable.
No, a Lego sneaker that she built.
Gotcha.
It's so cute. But man, they're a lot of money.
So much.
Now, is he into Star Wars?
He does like the Star Wars
boy.
ones. Yeah, in fact, but he's more of the, Attack of the Clones generation.
Right.
So he's got a whole bunch of the troopers, and he sets up, little scenes, and he's got the turrets and a couple planes, and he's got his whole thing going, and I like it. And I'm glad, I told him we should move him to the basement, got him a mat so he can do the things, and now he's got the Lego, flat board.
Yes.
So you can put the characters on and they click in, so you can set up little fight scenes and stuff. But dude, they got to be cheaper. They got to come down in price.
It's just a lot, and I love it. I think it's a fun way to spend your time. It's creative, I guess.
Yeah,
it uses your brain. It's something to do that to get you out of your phone.
Yep, so many great aspects of working on Legos.
But $1,000.
But they're expensive, yeah. Too much.
It's like, I guess it's like $1 per Lego, almost.
Yeah, for that one.
For that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And some of them are tiny, teeny little pieces.
Yes. All right. Oh, well, those are your 3 things.
Okay, I was making sure you were done. Are we all in the Matrix right now?
I don't know. Are we? I fell asleep during that movie, so I don't even know what happened.
What?
But yeah, tell me about it.
I almost am ready to pull out my emergency credit card and buy a plane ticket down to Dallas to go to. I can't remember the official name of it, but it's this new bar restaurant venue, but it's got the 260-degree screen, and they're showing the Matrix, but they have taken... Or no, I'm sorry, I think it's the Sphere.
It's the Sphere. They're doing the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, okay, no, it's not the Sphere. It's this location, but they show the movie, but then everything out, they expand it. So you're like in the movie. It looks crazy.
Maybe they're doing that at the Sphere as well, because that's exactly what they're doing with Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like,
yeah,
they have the tornado and the wind.
It blows all,
yeah.
Anyways, sorry, sidetrack. Are we living in a simulation? Well, this is a theory popularized by philosopher Nick Bostrom, and now more and more people are jumping on board, including a gentleman by the name of Dr. Roman Yapolsky. He is a computer scientist who specializes in AI and theory, and says there is a good chance that we are living in a simulation. He says AI is getting to the level of creating human-like agents, and virtual reality is getting to the level of being indistinguishable from ours. And if you believe we can create human-level AI, and you believe we can create reality as good as this, the moment this is affordable, I'm going to run billions of simulations of this exact one. He's talking about the current world we're living in. He wants to run a simulation of this exact world we're living in to see where it goes and what the possibilities may be.
Okay.
Now, one of the other biggest arguments, Yapolsky says, is religion is an argument for us living in a simulation. Pointing out that most faiths include a super intelligent being responsible for creating the world. But if you look at religion as a whole, religions popped up in different areas of the world. Different religions popped up in different areas of the world with different beliefs. Now, for different cultures to come to the realization that there is a super intelligent being that designed all this, but to have your own version of it. And the only way you could possibly do that is I'm going to implant in you, Kelly, the thought that there is one God that created us all. And in you, Thick, I'm going to implant the idea that there's a sun god, a water god, and there's multiple gods out there. But you are 20,000 miles, however far away. But why would you all come to the conclusion that there's this mass creator? The only way there's a reason to come to the reason to come to the conclusion there's a mass creator is because someone put that in you.
Okay,
the fact that
I
we're
would
living
argue
in a computer program.
that it was God.
Of course,
put that in you.
Of course, as most religious people would.
Yeah.
Yes, but that goes back to the argument of you would say God. But someone of the Hindu belief would say there are multiple gods.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So he's saying religion could be the number one indicator that this is all a simulation.
When you say living in a simulation, does that mean somebody has created this and is controlling it? Like we're living in someone else's creation,
like someone who wrote the program for a video game.
She didn't finish the Matrix.
So
she doesn't get it.
So we would be living in a world created by what I guess we would see as God, but it might be just like
a computer
scientist. Yeah,
a computer scientist.
Yeah. So of course, will that ever be discovered? Who knows? That
is a really interesting topic of discussion.
Yeah,
it is,
and that is why this computer scientist, because basically look at us now with ChatGPT and what we're trying to do, and will AI ever become sentient? Because if AI ever becomes sentient, the first person who breaks the code to make AI sentient is a god. You have just created life. Basically, if AI ever becomes self-aware, then isn't that literally what God is?
Well, you could say a woman is God after she creates and grows life in her body.
Without a doubt.
I mean, you need a man, too, right? But I guess that human beings, in and of themselves,
are creating life.
They have a child, they're creating life.
Just saying. So, are we living in a simulation?
You got to find Morpheus.
Gotta find Morpheus.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe.
Or could you imagine?
You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Or imagine if this is straight up Sims and someone out there is playing. What's some kids playing a video game?
We're in the game,
and
Sims.
We're all just like, hey, make Goose say this stupid thing.
But how effed up is the creator of the Matrix or whatever you want to call it when he's got us playing the game that we're in? I mean, come on. People are playing Sims and we're in the game. You're an a-hole if you did that to us.
But then imagine we're sitting here and the person playing the game is then us having us play a video game, and some of the video games you can play video games inside the video games.
It's like that mirror, that continuous mirror.
Someone
image.
give me a gummy right now. I'm ready to go.
Are these like
Let's have a discussion?
Parallel universes, maybe?
Parallel universes? And what if we're just one kid's video game?
Right.
What if there's another kid playing a different video game with all the same characters
in the other universe?
Yeah.
But making different decisions.
Right. So they still have all of us as characters, but they're making us do different things. The other kids making their game characters do different.
You know what? This is making me uncomfortable. Doesn't that feel weird?
Yeah, we watch too many superhero movies.
So we don't have free will.
We might not have free will.
I guess that would be a reason to explain away all the terrible things you do.
Right, I wasn't me. I didn't do it. I was being controlled.
Yeah.
I don't know. Someone went up, down, left, right, A, B, A, select, start.
Right.
Then there was...
It's Friday morning.
If you're looking for something to do, September 19th for $38 over at eventbrite.com. You can get tickets to Smokus Pocus.
Okay.
I
love the name.
It's a great name. It's an event that blends the worlds of magic and marijuana.
Oh, you're like, whoa,
Smokus Pocus.
It says, elevate your weekend plans with a night of magic that hits different. Innovative feats of trickery are infused with the worlds of weed as jars of buds appear, lighters come to life, and bongs bend reality in a show designed to enthrall both the stoner and the sober. And yes, it induces a giggle. And yes, it does have a great name. But this also seems like the laziest show I could ever think of. Like, you get a bunch of people ripping bongs or eating gummies before they come in. You tell the stupidest joke, they're gonna laugh.
Dude, I would kill in that venue.
Right? And you know what's funny is there's no smoking. There's no marijuana use allowed at the show.
Well, yeah, but everyone's going to do it beforehand.
Sure, of course.
Yeah, you're not going to light up in the venue.
I saw a clip.
And don't tell me people are going to bring their gummies and pop gummies while they're in there.
Please note the theater is not licensed for consumption.
Right. But I saw a clip of the guy doing this stuff with the bong, like the whole bending of the bong, making it float in the air and all this stuff. So
that's because your eyes are squinted so tight you can't see the fish string hanging from the ceiling. This is going to be this is so lazy and so easy.
What?
Oh, you fooled a bunch of stoners with a magic trick. He forgot what his card was in the first place. Like, what? You could name, was this your card? Yeah, I don't remember. You can name any card. This is the laziest show I've ever heard of.
Oh, I'm
not saying it's not going to be funny. I'm not saying it's not going to be entertaining. I'm not saying that I don't want to not go. I'm just saying.
Now, is it going to be like David Blaine, Chris Angel level magic? Are we just like...
That can't be that level.
I mean,
that's what you're going to think it is with how high you are. You're going to be like, "It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen."
Oh, come on.
I mean, you're going to flip your wig when he pulls a quarter from behind your ear.
Smoke weed every day.
How do you do that? You're going to start shaking your head thinking more quarters are going to come out? I'm going to get rich. The weed!
I feel like this might be the only event I'd be willing to get on stage for. Because I feel like I'm going to be a hit. No matter what.
You take a hit, you'll be a hit. That's exactly how it's going to be.
You know what? You are working on a new set, aren't you?
I am working on a new
All right.
set.
I mean, can you open here? It might be a great audience.
I wouldn't mind reaching out. I mean, hey, Gooch, the dude says he's going to make himself disappear. He just, like, throws a blanket and walks off the stage. Like, really?
I'd laugh at that sober. I would.
Well, if you want to check it out, you can do so. September 19th. Where is it going down? Does it say? It doesn't say on here where the show is taking place.
It's at the Columbus Performing Arts Center on Franklin Avenue.
Oh, thank you very much. It is a 21 and up show. Oh, good news. It only lasts about 75 minutes because you know you're going to lose attention span. You can only last about an hour and 15 minutes.
Did you see some of the quotes from the magazines?
Experience a higher kind of magic. Okay. Rapid fire wit injects life and laughs into the show. World's dopest magic show guaranteed to blow your mind. It's only blowing your mind because you're going to be high as giraffe balls. Like, what else? Of course it's going to blow your mind. Anything is going to blow your mind. Anything is going to blow your mind. But get your tickets now for Smokus Pocus.
Make sure they understand they're playing somebody different tonight. They're playing the Buckeyes. They're playing the Ohio State Buckeyes.
And now, it's Football Friday with Buckeye Hall of Fame legend Jeff Logan on the Morning Blitz.
Week number 2 rolling in for the Ohio State Buckeyes. And, well, let's talk about, in fact, you want to know, going to be 2-0, obviously. Grambling State. And after an amazing week 1, which ended up in a win for OSU, a tough battle versus the number 1 team in the country, which has now made you guys the number 1 team in the country.
Yes!
And, you know, I don't know how much there is to be said about Grambling State, but, you know, let's start with last week,
yes.
Jeff, and how last week went, and your thoughts. Because I can tell you this, all of us picked a much higher score. In fact, I think everyone picked a much higher score.
Yeah, I don't think there was any question that 14-7 was not on anybody's radar in this game. But what a terrific defensive battle from both sides of the ball. I thought, you know, both teams played solid from a defensive standpoint, and I don't think we gave enough understanding to the fact that even though your last name is Manning, you were starting your very first game on the road in college football in a tough environment. Mm-hmm. And Matt Patricia dialed up a defense that had him confused from the get-go. And
the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, it was terrific the way that it played out. You know, my thoughts were when we were talking about this a week ago that the over-under on this game was like 41. You remember that? And I said it'll absolutely be under, just like the national championship game, or the playoff game was when we beat them in January. And, you know, realistically, Ohio State had an opportunity to be able to put another score up on the board, but Ryan Day just wanted to make sure that you got the job done and got this game over with the W, and that's what happened.
Yeah, and here's the other thing, too. You were talking about the defense because 2 goal line stops at the 1 yard line. Amazing. I mean, Texas had its opportunities, and not only that, but you know, they had a chance in the fourth quarter. Obviously, the whole game, Manning was confused and stifled. Had a chance at the end there, but couldn't complete. Obviously, Patricia did what he was supposed to do, but percentage-wise, how much do you put on that on Patricia, and how much do you put of that on Manning? Because everyone walking into the season was, you know, Heisman Trophy favorite. He's finally getting his chance. He quote unquote sat a couple years and paid his dues, and he's going to come out slinging, and just didn't look like himself. On the road, jitters versus an amazing defense.
Or, you know, is he as good as advertised? Is the question,
yes, absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
Is he as good as advertised? And only time will tell. I don't know how you live up to the expectations with what this kid has gone through. But I think the season will play out, and we'll really see if Arch Manning is that guy. And I don't think it was a matter of Ohio State went up against a inferior quarterback that's not as good as advertised. I think a lot of what went on in that game was a direct result of it being his first game and the schemes that they were able to come up with, which were very difficult. So I think the kid will have Ohio State will play Texas again, in my opinion, before this season is done. By the time we get in the playoffs, I think we will see them again, and we'll see a different Arch Manning at that time, but they will also see a different Julian Sand at that point in time as well, because this is a young man that went 13 out of 20. There were 4 drops in the game that were just really a disaster.
Like right there.
I
mean,
he delivered it on target. And, again, first game jitters for everybody, including Jeremiah Smith, who had 2 drops in the first quarter. So
now, I still don't know what happened in the fourth quarter because I was watching on YouTube TV, and the broadcast was a nightmare. It was nuts.
Really?
But I'm imagining they just ran it up the middle like they were doing the entire game.
Yeah. The one frustrating thing I saw in the game was our running game was not as explosive as I was hoping that it would be. Our longest rush from scrimmage was 8 yards. Think about that. I mean, when's the last time Ohio State has not had a running play that has gone at least 10 or 20 yards somewhere in the game? And I think that's not an offensive line problem, because I thought we dominated the offensive line. But it is a running backs problem where these guys have got to be able to make somebody miss. Woody Hayes used to tell us, BYOB. Well, in college, that meant bring your own beer, right? And Woody Hayes' idea was be your own blocker, meaning that as a running back, you had to make somebody miss. You had to, if you're going to get the ball to the next level, it's not always going to be a wide open hole. You've got to make something happen after that first point of contact, and we weren't getting it done.
Well, absolutely, because obviously if everyone's doing their blocking schemes, it's still 11 on 11. So there's going to be one person left that the running back has to be, no matter what it is.
Well, and again, if the offensive line can create that surge where you've got 3 or 4 yards that is there because of the surge, it is your responsibility as the running back to be able to find that crease, that wherever it might be, to be able to bust that and get into a 10 or a 12-yard run out of that. And that comes down to the running back's responsibility, and they will spend time on video really working on that this week.
Yeah, no matter what, as a running back, if you do your job, or if everyone does their job, you're either taking on a linebacker or you're taking on a safety.
Yep.
One of the two. So, but you gotta have everyone else do their job to be able to open up those holes, to be able to do that, to get to the second level for sure.
Well, go ahead.
I was going to ask about the game day atmosphere and the changes that they said were coming, and how the crowd responded, if everybody loved their towels and all that stuff.
Well, I would say this. The game day atmosphere was spectacular.
Incredible.
Electric.
Yeah.
It reminded me of the Tennessee playoff game.
Well, everybody said the noise was just unbelievable.
Yeah, it was really, really good. And I think the beginning of the game where they unveiled the 2024 National Championship banner on the Ring of Honor up there. The band did the honor to Corso down there. You had Brutus Head,
that
going
was
on.
really cool.
I mean, all of the lead up to everything was good. And guys, that had nothing to do with a stupid towel. It had nothing to do with any of the other hoo-ha that was going to be going on during the game. I thought this new tradition of traditions being re-engineered, or whatever they're
reimagined,
of Archie being the bell ringer, the victory bell at the beginning of the game. It was one of the weirdest, most uncomfortable things I have ever seen.
I don't like it.
With all of this video up there of Archie standing up in the tower. The only thing he was missing was the hunchback. Standing there, you know what I mean? And it just looked uncomfortable.
Quasi-Archie.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe they'll adjust that. I don't know.
I don't know how you make it better.
I do. When it comes to the towels, we couldn't see them on TV because they're red.
Because everybody else...
everybody's dressed in scarlet, so you can't see it.
They told you to scarlet out the stadium, so everybody wore their scarlet. And then you gave them a scarlet towel?
You couldn't see it on TV.
Well, here's the beauty. I mean, give me a break. Do adults or human beings not know what to do with a towel? There were printed instructions on the towel Hold in the left corner.
No.
Raise above your head.
Oh, I'm embarrassed.
Oh, they had printed instructions on the towel like they were handing them to infants.
My God.
Oh, no.
Honest to goodness.
This is the warning on the back of the hairdryer that says do not use in the shower.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, no.
So, first time jitters. I thought that fell flat on
Nobody's
its face.
going to know what to do with these towels.
And who's going to bring and who's going to remember to bring them back? Because they're not going.
Right. I guess, as Thick predicted, they're going to sell them in the team shop and all that.
Oh, my lip and tongues are bleeding right now. I've got so many OSU jokes, and I won't say them.
Don't even start.
I won't.
Don't even start.
I won't start.
And I'll bet give them, A for effort for trying to make things move along from a noon kick. All right, the numbers came out, 16 million households watching.
That's a lot.
In comparison, the Notre Dame-Miami game, which was a primetime game, only about 10 million. So somebody says, well, why does Fox want to have that game at noon? Duh. It's Ohio State at noon.
Biggest game of the week, for
that
sure.
turns on television. There's no question about it. So I would anticipate that later on into the season, gang, we've got Penn State coming to Ohio Stadium. That game will be a noon kickoff
now,
as well.
they know how to do a towel. Do you think there are instructions on their towels?
Well, they don't. They use pom-poms. They flash it like crazy.
Gotcha.
And
who does the terrible towel? Oh, that's the Steelers.
That's the Steelers.
Never mind.
Yeah. So
I definitely know there are instructions on those.
God bless them for trying. I did like the Blocko section of the students all in the south end. It really made a lot of noise down there. And the one thing they did do, they moved the band to the closed end. All right?
Yes.
And what they've done is they have amplified by putting microphones all around the band down there. So now all of a sudden the entire stadium, when the band is playing, you can actually hear them.
Coming through the speakers.
They also used to sit the visiting band in the closed section. Where are they now? Same place?
Right across the entrance of the where the band does the band ramp.
Yes.
The Buckeyes are on the west side of that, and the opposing band is on the east side of that.
Okay.
So they're staring each other down. It to that end, the noise and the crowd. And how do you not cheer for a game like that? It was absolutely terrific.
What week is Penn State?
Oh, my goodness. It's November 1st, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
So, it is.
Yeah.
Because I got
week 8, week 9, something like that.
I'm at Little Bar for a pregame party.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, I mean, assuming things are going to go the way that everyone thinks they're going to go, that game could be bigger than Texas OSU.
No doubt.
No doubt. If both teams are unbeaten at that point.
Should be, and it'll be a 1 versus 2. Penn State has Oregon in week 4 or 5 at home, and that will be the whiteout game. That'll be the night game there.
Okay.
So Oregon gets the opportunity to come to State College and see what that's all
feel
about.
That one.
So tell me a little bit about what you think your boys are going to do at Oklahoma.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. Because, again, like you were talking about the first start, an away game, is this kid what we think he is? Because you're talking about hype. I mean, you can't talk any bigger hype than Bryce Underwood.
No.
I mean, that's all the hype in the world, especially for what people are saying. Never seen someone so... He turned 18 3 weeks ago. And so you've got people saying, more quarterback IQ than they've seen in someone this age, more athleticism than they've seen in someone this age. But... you're going into a very tough environment for your first road game. Still some questions on the line there. I love the way he looked in the first game, but
it was New
Mexico.
Yeah,
right.
It didn't matter.
But I'll tell you what, I'm very impressed with his with the rest of the team. Our Alabama transfer running back looked amazing. I hope he can continue what he's doing, and the defense looked really good. So yes, still on high hopes. This is going to be a big thing, but much like Manning losing on the road to OSU, if this game happens to come up a loss, I don't think it's like all over with and all done with.
No, and I think that's the thing to understand with the current playoff system is that if you have a game like this early on in the season, and if you lose the game, it's not going to eliminate you from that opportunity. The one thing that it's the only ranked game on the schedule this weekend where there are 2 ranked opponents in the top 25 playing one another.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Week number 1 was
loaded.
Was a free-for-all. I mean, that was incredible. This week, Michigan at Oklahoma is the only game out there with 2 ranked opponents playing one another.
Now, of course, no matter what, I want the W, but I do have a fear if Underwood gets the W on the road in Oklahoma for his first, game as a true freshman, I don't want the hype to become too big. That, oh my God, look what he did for his first home game. You
can't avoid that.
You can't avoid that. You're right. You can't avoid that.
The other thing you can't avoid is if he goes down there and pees down his leg. All of a sudden, people are going to get angry about, we spend how much money to get this kid?
Of course.
I mean, that's the way that the college football is going right now, where if these kids are taking money like they're getting it, and God bless them for that. I have no problem with that. They have to understand, with that comes the potential for criticism.
Absolutely.
And you have to own that.
On the flip side of that, I do think, and I obviously I don't know the kid. I met him once last year being scouted, and then having watched him during interviews and stuff, I do think he's pretty level-headed, and either way, winning or losing, he's going to come out and worry about the next game and continue on.
Tell me how many 18-year-olds that are getting $7 million a year know how to handle it. That is hard.
But it's so hard.
That is difficult.
Can't even fathom.
So it'll be interesting to see Ohio State against Grambling. The best part of this game will be halftime.
Oh, yeah?
I was going to say, there's not a lot to say here. So
we got the Grambling Tiger Marching Band, which this could be the 2 best damn bands in the land going at one another. The Grambling Band, you'll see all kinds of highlights on this because this will be the best play that the Grambling football team has, putting their band on the field. And their coach even said so. Their coach says, we know what's going to happen. But our band is really good.
It is.
What kind of moolah you make as Grambling State coming into Ohio State?
This is a good 1.8.
I was going to say 1.5.
Yeah. Okay. This is a huge game for their. They're part of the football championship series, not the football bowl series group. So there's a level down, and it is a historically black college university. They play in the SWAC. The real great story, the great college name, Eddie Robinson. You remember this? Was the head coach at Grambling. Took the job at the age of 22.
That's crazy.
And he coached them for 55 years. 55 years. Remarkable.
Here's a question for you. Since there's not much to say about the game, we all know what's going to happen, and I'll be the first to admit, Michigan is one of the biggest offenders of this, having the first 3 games of the season. Nobody games.
Yep.
Should Ohio State versus Grambling State be allowed?
Probably not. The SEC has been playing FCS schools on a regular basis in their mix. They do it all the time, so I'm not justifying it. This game originally was a Ohio State versus Connecticut game, UConn.
Oh, okay.
And UConn begged out of the contract 2 years ago, and basically it was the only choice Ohio State had of a school that had an open date at that time that could come to Columbus to fill that date where UConn was going to be. So,
and I mean this for any school, not just Michigan, not just Ohio State. Games like this just don't seem right. No. And I'm not saying it should be Ohio State versus Texas all the time. This reminds me of like when I was growing up and I watched a little bit of wrestling. Back in the day, in the 80s, it was, you were lucky if you got Hulk Hogan versus John Smith. You almost never got Hulk Hogan versus Randy Savage unless it was like WrestleMania or something like that. And now they found out if you put 2 superstars together for match after match, you're going to make money. And it just seems like games like this just shouldn't be allowed.
Well, and again, when you're playing a 12-game regular schedule and you've got a league of 18 in there, not everybody's going to be good. And when you choose your non-conference opponents, I think what Ohio State wants to do, and I think what everybody really should be challenged to do, is make sure that one of those opponents in that preseason be a traditionally ranked opponent. Let it be a real game. Interconferences that are out there. In the next few years, Ohio State will have a home and home against Alabama. They will have a home and home against Georgia. So it's not like they're trying to line up a bunch of Gramblings out there to be able to get through the preseason.
Now, maybe Grambling State's more than willing to take the almost $2 million and say, we'll get beat up for a game.
That's
for $2 million.
That is the check that they will get exceeds their annual budget for their football program. So they are able to pay their entire bills for the football season with one check.
Really?
Yeah.
$2 million
That's their budget. That's in their budget. That's it.
I did not
think
know
about that.
That's crazy.
So,
okay.
does this make sense for Grambling to pack up the bus and head this way?
Yes.
You're absolutely right.
All right.
So, no line on this game.
Yeah.
No line, meaning Vegas isn't interested in this. This is right up your alley, Kelly. Who won last week on our bid, our bets?
Well, none of us were really close. The final was 14-7, but you, Jeff, were the only one to pick the under. The over-under was 47, actually, and you had the final score as 31-14, so you were the closest. So you started the season with the win.
Oh, man, I think I went through the entire season last year without a win, so this is remarkable to start this way. So, again, no line. Buckeye 63. Have you written yours down already, girl?
I have.
All right, Buckeye 63. And because of the fact that we are going to have everybody on the bench that owns a helmet get into this game, 14 points for the Grambling Tigers. 63-14.
I love it.
Young lady?
I say.
You say.
I say.
Julian Sayin is his name.
Thank you. 56 zilch.
What you saying?
I'm saying Buckeyes, Ohio State 56, Grambling State 0.
All right. I like that. Vic?
We're going to see Bo Jackson Saturday, right?
Yes.
We're going to see him on the field. And I think you better get ready for it because it's coming. And I'm with you, Goose. I think it's really silly that these two teams are even playing this game. But I get it. It's just silly. But we're going to win 70-0.
Wow, 10 touchdowns. I like that.
70-0.
There's no way that Ryan Day will do that. Well, I've learned that over the years because I used
He might not be able to stop it.
That's what I'm saying.
He might not be able to stop
it. Bo Jackson's not going to lay down when he gets his shot.
These kids are going to want to go out there and play at their highest level.
And that third string's better than their first string.
Could very well be the case.
So, yeah, they're not going to lay down.
Yeah.
So, Goose, Buckeyes are going to lose by how much?
I'm going to jump and scream and cheer because I have been waiting for this day since 2012, I think it was. Because finally, the greatest loss in college football history will not be Michigan versus Appalachian State. It's going to be when Grambling State comes in and... That's a bunch of BS. 57-10.
I was going to say, you better get your wallet out, boy, because we're going to pick. We're going to bet on this game.
All right, write this one down, too. Give me a pick on the Michigan-Oklahoma game.
What was the score again?
57-10.
57-10.
Michigan-Oklahoma?
Yep.
I think Michigan is going to pull out the win like 24-21. I think it's going to be close.
I think it'll be a close game.
Because right now it's Oklahoma by 5. But I do think Michigan does have the weapons, and I believe Underwood is that guy. And I think that we're gonna come out with a slim W.
We'll know more about him after this game. There's no doubt about it.
I want to send a message out to Jermaine Matthews Jr. As I told you last week, I couldn't wait to see him. He was everything I thought he was going to be at cornerback. I did want to tell him, I feel for you, man. I know you gave up that one touchdown, but dude, prior to that play, and I'm still not sure that was a touchdown. That ball hit the ground, rolled a little bit, but you played a perfect game up to that point. He had that first interception. He should have had a second one. It was deflected. That was almost caught by, was it Reese?
Yep.
Maybe it was Reese. And then they overturned it. But he was a blanket on every guy he covered. Nobody was catching it. It's just that one play. Outside of that, you played a perfect game, Jermaine Matthews Jr.
Take Ohio State's defense from 1 year ago. Finish the season number 1 in the country in total defense, number 1 in the country in scoring defense. You graduate 8 of those starters, 8 fresh new faces come in, and you have that kind of performance.
This defense is nasty.
Give Matt Patricia a Buckeye leaf right on his forehead.
Oh, my gosh.
That was cool.
He had a lot to do with a lot of Super Bowls up there in New England.
No doubt. Hey, guys, great to be with you, and go Bucks.
Go Bucks.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
The matriarch of an affluent South Florida family has been found guilty in the murder-for-hire killing of her former son-in-law. This story is absolutely wild. It has been going on since 2014, and we have had conviction after conviction after conviction. But I think the person who sort of planned it all has now been found guilty. Donna Adelson, convicted of first-degree murder, conspiracy, and solicitation in the 2014 death of Daniel Markell, a prominent law professor at Florida State University who was in a nasty custody battle with his ex-wife, who is Adelson's daughter, when he was fatally shot in his garage. This happened in 2014. He was shot and killed during a time where he was fighting with his ex-wife. She wanted to take their 2 kids and move to South Florida, move down to Miami. He's like, absolutely not. I need to see my kids. You're not doing that. Old mother-in-law steps in, as we found out, and arranges for his murder. So the Adelson family was said to be enraged that Markell was preventing his ex-wife, Wendy, from moving their kids to South Florida. So Wendy, the wife, has never been charged, but her brother was convicted in the murder scheme, along with his ex-girlfriend and 2 contract killers. So there are 4 people in prison right now over this murder, and now a 5th person is going to prison, and that is Donna Adelson, 73 years old. She faces life in prison when she's sentenced at a date yet to be determined. An interesting thing is Donna, the one who's just convicted yesterday, she was busted at the Miami airport with her husband with a one-way ticket to Vietnam.
Trying to bounce.
That's right. Anyway, it's an interesting, tragic story. Well, for those of you afraid of aging prematurely, it turns out that screen time with electronic devices can result in changes to your skin over time. A dermatologist at the Cleveland Clinic says the blue light devices give off, that the blue light that the devices give off can lead to fine lines and dark spots on your face, and it can accelerate aging. And darker skin types can be more prone to hyperpigmentation. Dr. Katarpal recommends that you use sunscreen with iron oxide if you're going to be on your phone all day. If you're going to be in front of a blue light screen all day, put some sunscreen on. It'll help your skin.
Does that include laptops and computer screens? I don't know what a blue...
I think that, laptops do emit blue light, I believe.
Okay.
Boy, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it does.
I'm pretty sure they all do.
Yeah.
I want to be that guy sitting there with the white stripe going down my nose and under my eyes.
The zinc oxide.
Yeah, I'm protecting myself.
Yes. Well, the Marion Popcorn Festival continues today and through tomorrow. The event features rides, food, free concerts as usual. Tonight, American Idol winner Chase Beckham performs. And tomorrow night, it's Quiet Riot at the Marion Popcorn Festival.
Jeez. How?
Come on, feel... No, is that Twisted Sister?
No, that's quite right.
Come on, feel the noise.
How do you feel as a band performing? If you're an up-and-comer, great. If you're a almost, A-level 80s rock band, how do you feel performing at the Popcorn Festival?
I don't know. I think if you're a performer, you just want an audience.
You just
don't
want
care
an audience.
Where it is.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you got to have some thoughts about it, though. Like,
you have to.
You have to sit around backstage and say, remember in 88?
Remember the arena that we played?
Yeah.
And now we're performing on a flatbed truck at the Popcorn Festival?
Yes, people with ice cream cones dripping down their forearms.
Yeah.
The only original member still in Quiet Riot is bassist Rudy Sarzo.
No
who's
way.
a phenomenal bass player.
Right.
But he's the only original member of the band. The singer, the guitarist, they're all gone.
Who was even the lead singer?
DeBow. I think he passed away.
Oh.
God, I can't remember.
That's why he's not in the band
And then you're
anymore.
at the Popcorn Festival, so it's like, come on.
Kevin Dubrow.
Okay,
That's his name.
got it. Yeah.
Come on, feel it.
No.
I feel the popcorn stuck on my teeth. That's what I feel.
Oh, my teeth came out.
Yeah.
You got people on the Tilt-A-Whirl next to you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Come on, feel
All right, those are your 3 things.
Oh, you're showing up to perform at a festival where there's more face tattoos than teeth, and you're just like, what is going on right now? Make your plans now for next Saturday, All Out War Motorsports Festival going down at historic Cruise Stadium. I'm going to be there from noon to 2 hanging out. It goes from noon to 6. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com, $50 a piece, but we can save you $100 right now. If you want to go, check out the car show, the drift competition, imports, muscle cars, lifted trucks, classics. They've got it all, and we want to see you there. We have your chance to win tickets right now. 800-821-9970. We are going to play a game of Think Fast, but we need 2 representatives, one for Kelly, one for myself. And we'll see who's walking away with the tickets on a Friday. Nice. 800-821-9970 right now if you would like to go. And we'd love to give you tickets. Blitz, hi, who's this? Blitz, hello? Oh, okay. Or you can just hang up on us. That's fine. We didn't want to talk to you anyways.
There's a programming note that you're supposed to give me a 3-second
I saw that.
buffer.
I did not write that in there. I don't know.
Wait, a what?
There's a programming note on our show sheet, our little show plan, that says, give Kelly a 3-second buffer.
That's from management, I'm guessing?
I did not write that.
Management or HR
Interesting. I didn't write it. Thick didn't write it.
Yeah, I guess.
So it came from management.
Management's coming down hard on this.
Came from the upper echelon saying,
give me a 3-second buffer. I don't know. I mean,
that's interesting because this show sheet's put together at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. So it seems interesting. Are you checking the phones?
Yeah, they got it pretty early.
No one's calling in. No one wants to go. No one gives a flying F about All Out War Motorsports. Is that what's going on? Or is it just not working properly?
I don't know.
Oh, well, let me try real quick. Let's see if...
well, our VPN's been on Blitz, so I don't know.
That's been a little weird. See if it's working or not. Oh, I don't think it's working.
Oh, wow. What?
Phones are broken.
All right, we could do a text to win if you want.
What happened?
Yeah, it's just not ringing. I think people are calling and it's not ringing.
Verizon Wireless.
No,
it's not working.
Oh.
All right, 800-821-9970. We can do a text thing.
We can
first
do a
person
text.
to text in Goose and the first person to text in Kelly can be our contestants.
We'll just play and then we'll go back to the text and see who wins.
Yeah.
All right.
Not?
So let's just play it up. Are you ready, Thick?
Yeah.
All right.
That's so weird.
So we're playing Think Fast.
Yeah, with a programming note, I guess.
And so when we go to the text, whoever texted your name first,
they're the winner of the person who wins.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay.
I mean, is that...
Oh, that's so weird. The programming note disappeared off the sheet. That's so strange.
Okay, this is
along with the phone
freaky
system.
Yeah, along with the phone system.
Well, listen, I don't want you to get in trouble, so...
Okay. So, Thick is going to give us a category, and then we have to name something you're going to give us a letter, and the first person to yell out an answer gets a point.
Okay, I'm so mad right now because the first 3 people texted in, I'll take Goose. How dare you?
Goose, Kelly. Goose. I like it. Because I know I'm on a hot streak from yesterday's win.
They do. You're on a hot streak. That's right.
Okay.
Here we go.
So in this case, it's actually 2 letters. We're doing actresses. Okay. And I'm going to give you initials.
All right.
And you have to come up with an actress with these initials.
Okay.
So first and last name, or could it be like BR, which would be Brenda something?
Well, no, it's first and last name.
First and last name.
Yes.
Okay.
The initials are there for these actresses' first and last names.
Okay.
And it I've got actresses with those initials, but maybe there's another one.
Right.
So that will win. That will get you the point.
Okay.
As long as that actress has those initials.
Here we go.
We have to have heard of them.
Okay.
Because these are all A-listers.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Ready.
Go.
AJ.
Ariana Grande.
Jolie.
Kelly.
That's bull.
Angelina Jolie. You said Ariana Grande. She's not even an actress.
AJ.
Have you not seen Wicked or anything else she's been in?
Well, her last name starts with a G, not a
J.
Okay, you should have said that. Don't say she's not an actress. I'm not saying I'm not wrong now, but don't say she's not an actress.
Oh, gosh.
I'm sorry. Yeah, she is an actress, isn't she?
Besmirch Ariana Grande's name in front of Goose.
Okay, I got the letters wrong. That's fine.
Right.
But she is an actress.
Okay, well, at least he agrees Kelly got the point. That's
okay. I fully agree.
Okay.
But not for the reason you gave.
Next actress. SB.
Sandra Bullock.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh.
All right.
How dare you say she's not an actress?
JR.
Julia
Roberts.
Oh, Kelly, you don't want to sound those out.
That's the only way I can do it, man.
All right, ready?
Hey, quit telling me how to play.
Okay.
If I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose it my way.
All right, here's the next one. N.K.
Nicole Kidman.
I hate you. You're so good at this. Oh. I mean, I hate you in the most loving way.
Right. No, I
in
get
a competitive way.
Right.
Yeah.
All
right.
Is this the last one?
J.A.
J.K. Rowling.
Julie Andrews.
Oh, my God.
She did act, didn't she?
Of course she did. Of course she did. Where do you know her from? Mary Poppins?
As a singer.
Yeah, but she
she
sang in the movies.
Right.
I know. Yes. Gotcha. All right.
Jennifer Aniston. Sorry.
The answer. All of these answers are types of crimes.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
So give me a crime.
All right.
That starts with the letter M.
Murder.
All right. A crime starting with the letter F.
Felonies, arson.
Oh, so boy, that almost fell out.
I know.
Something bad.
Felonious assault.
Kelly got a point. Yes, fraud, forgery, felony. All right, next one. A crime starting with the letter A.
Arson. Oh, you got it. You got it. I got it.
Quick, Goose, quick. A crime starting with the letter C.
Catfishing. Is that right? Am I right?
I don't know if that's. I don't know if you can get charged with that. That would fall under fraud, I think.
Car theft.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Counterfeiting, contempt, child abuse, lots of C's.
Okay. All right.
And the other one was crime starting with the letter P.
Pedophilia.
Yeah, that's a crime.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys hesitated a little bit.
Well, I don't know if that's the actual name of the crime charge, but yeah, we'll take that. You had already won the category. All right, tie-breaking category. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
The answer to all of these, this is the double D's category, by the way. The answers all have double...
Motorboat!
The answers all have double D's in them.
Okay.
Flap.
Like D's side by side?
Yes.
Okay.
Double D's. Right, ready?
Okay.
You use this to climb.
Ladder.
Yep.
Oh. Okay, I see what you're saying.
You try not to... Ready?
Yeah.
You try not to step in this.
Puddle.
She gets one more, Goose. It's
Wow.
over. Where the monkey goes.
Tree.
Where the monkey goes? The monkey goes. Pop goes the weasel.
Banana.
The monkey goes.
Where's the monkey?
Where's the monkey?
In the forest.
There's no double D's in forest.
In the jungle, in the...
Where the monkey goes?
Middle. Monkey in the middle.
Monkey in the middle?
What's monkey in the middle?
You never heard a monkey in the middle. You never heard a monkey in the middle.
Never heard a monkey in the middle. No. All right. That was a good win.
What if I said a country music instrument?
Fiddle.
Yep.
Okay.
And where you live.
Where I live?
Yeah, where anybody lives. Double D's.
Where is it?
A residence.
Residence.
And how do you know where that residence is?
Address.
There you go.
Address. Oh, gotcha. All right. Well,
so who was first?
Well, I don't know
We'll
here.
go back and find it.
Yeah, we'll go back and find it. Joshua Reeves. Looks like you were first for Kelly. But you know what, Brandon? You text in my name first as well, so we'll give you tickets to All Out War Motorsports. So
Josh
we'll hook
and
you both
Brandon.
up. Yeah, congratulations.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Kelly, have you ever or would you ever visit a spot that or a location that became famous because it was in a TV or movie show and that's where they filmed some stuff?
Yeah, why not? Why not? If I really loved the movie, it'd be like kind of cool to see.
Okay, but you haven't yet or anything?
No.
Okay.
Yes. I was at a place in Hawaii where they filmed something with Anne Heche. It was over a cliff.
The Dirty Rotten Scoundrels remake?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
was
but
it
good
Volcano?
guess. Nope.
No, that was all in L.A. Oh, was it 6 days, 7 nights?
That was it.
Okay. Think you ever been somewhere where they shot stuff?
No, I can't think of anything.
Okay.
They did shoot up at the prison.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shawshank Redemption.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I've been, there was a handful of years where Detroit was doing a movie credit. They were handing out big tax credits to movie companies. So there was a time period where they shot a lot of movies up in Detroit. So just through walking through downtown and stuff, or being in New York City, I've walked past, but I've never made a trip to go anywhere.
No.
But it is something that people do. Now, they're having big issues now in the Scottish Highlands, especially along a stretch of this railroad track, because it is where they shot some of the Harry Potter films. When the kids were on their way to Hogwarts, they went through these mountains and this train track that runs through these mountains, so a lot of people are going to visit. Well, the city folk are not happy because it's been 14 years since Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 hit cinemas, but they are still visiting by the droves.
It's not going to stop.
They're coming out there. But when you have multiple people visiting a location, people still are humans, and they need to eat, they need to live, and they need to poo. And here's the problem. This area, this secluded, gorgeous area of the Highlands in Scotland is having a big, big issue with people dumping their poo. 500,000 tourists visit the landmark each year.
Wow.
Outnumbering the population of the local city nearby, Glenfinnan, which is home to 139 people.
So their plumbing can't deal.
What do you have in a town that has 139 people?
Don't have enough restrooms.
Maybe a local store,
right?
A shop, and that's about it.
I can tell you that nobody wants to be going poo. It's that they have to. Nobody wants to be pooping in the Highlands. Like, they just have to.
You have to. And not only that, but you got to disregard it somewhere. So people are seeing, like, campers emptying their gray water and all that.
Now that's not cool.
Yeah. So that has a big impact on not only the local housing market, but again, the environment as well.
Health.
And people are not happy about it. So we'll see what happens.
I understand.
Story number 2 takes us down to Florida. Yes, we have ourselves a WTF. What the Florida? A 20-year-old woman in Florida by the name of Alexandra Dominguez has just been convicted of 2 counts of domestic battery, 1 by strangulation, after a violent dispute that began over a missing PlayStation game. Now, Vic, you're a gamer. You get it.
Yeah.
When you really want to play your game,
and it's not there.
That's
where I put it. It's not there.
And it's
You
not.
took my game.
It's not there. Or you go to open up the case, it's not in the case, and then you start searching through the other cases, and you're who put Call of Duty in the Halo case, and it just
because I would never do that.
Right.
I was always in the right.
As a gamer, you're very organized on where the discs go and what you do with the discs. The jury only took 20 minutes to convince took 20 minutes to deliberate and convict her, because this actually the charges come from an incident back in April when Alexandra freaked out over a missing PlayStation game, and the victims were her own family. She shoved her mom to the ground and placed her hands around her neck, trying to choke her out. That's when Alexandra's younger brother tried to break it up, but Alexandra turned around and grabbed his groin and started squeezing.
Oh, dick twist!
Yep. Striking him multiple times. Both the victims had visible injuries, but they're okay. Alexandra is facing up to 5 years in prison. Man, you can't do that to your brother.
You can, though, if he's really getting in the way.
If he's in the way.
Yeah.
If he's in the way of you strangling your mom, then you're allowed to give him the old, the old twisteroo.
Oh, dick twist!
Yeah. Because few things will settle a sibling argument like...
Oh, dick twist!
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that does happen. That's your not-so-breaking news. 800-821-9970. What's the biggest mistake you've ever made at work? You had left for the day, Kelly. It was like Tuesday.
Okay.
We're sitting here in the studio. I'm doing some work on the computer. And all of a sudden the text messages just start blowing up. Bing, 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 bing.
Ooh,
You're
what
going
happened?
off and off. You're talking over the music. Thick was doing some digital editing, but he still had the pot up on the digital editors.
So everything was going out over the air?
You just hear a little snippet and
cut out.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like,
and we're like, and stop. This is what you hear about the monkey who... And then stop. So, hey, you're talking over the music, hey, Vic, you're going over the air. A whole bunch of 4-letter words comes out.
Whoops.
Turns off the microphone. Something I have done.
Yes, that was my worst mistake.
That was your worst mistake?
No way. No way.
Yeah, that was it. Sure. Worst mistake you made at work, Kelly?
Well, it did happen in this building. I want to say it was in the early 2000s. And listen, it was Christmas time. I'm feeling the holiday spirit. I want to download Elf Bowling onto my computer, right? I want to play Elf Bowling.
Who doesn't like some elf bowling?
Yeah, you just want to hear the little elf say, "Is that all the balls you got, Santa?" So anyway, I download it, and then the pop-ups start 1,000 pop. Like, and I'm like, you're trying everything, just the dread and the pit in my stomach. And then I was like, listen, cut your losses, walk right back to our engineer, Bill Bowen, and I'm like, hey, man, I got some bad news for you. I don't know if this is a network-wide virus or what, but I got a big problem. And yeah, so that was it. I downloaded a massive virus.
Did you get a talking to?
He was really cool about it. I was braced for it because I deserved it.
Right.
And so I got some mercy and grace, and that it meant more in the long run. I felt so grateful. It made me want to extend mercy and grace to others.
For who make mistakes,
yes.
Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hey, this is Ron, guys. Happy Friday. We made it. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Absolutely, Ron. What's the biggest mistake you ever made at work?
Oh, at work? I didn't hear the at work part. Sorry, I got another one. About 30 years ago, I'm driving up to Detroit to go see Cheap Trick, right, with my brother. I'm sitting there like, you know what? I'm not really a big fan of Cheap Trick. Rob, how about we go to the Tigers game? He's like, yeah, that's cool, dude. So I throw the Cheap Trick tickets out the window, right? A few seconds later, I'm like, hey, well, who do they play tonight? I look at the schedule. They played at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We missed the game.
Totally missed the game, and the tickets are gone. Okay, yeah. Not a work mistake, but definitely a mistake.
We'll take it.
So what did you guys end up doing anyways?
He's gone.
Oh, he's gone. He hung up. Okay, great. Bye.
Turned her car around and went home.
Yeah. Someone said, I killed the wrong person.
Okay.
What?
I work in death benefits and received a claim that person XYZ had died. Well, it turns out that there were two people with the same name who had the same date of birth in the same city, and so put the wrong person on the death certificate.
That'll create some issues.
That will definitely create some issues.
Oh, boy.
I sent a company-wide email about my dog's vet appointment instead of the sales numbers. The subject line was, Lulu has worms. 800-821-9970. Biggest mistake you made at work. Let's see. I accidentally used a free image that said, Merry Christmas. For our newsletter that I sent to hundreds of donors for our Christian nonprofit program. Christmas spelled capital ASS at the end of the word.
Oh, okay.
Christmas. I thought I put my lunch in the microwave for 4 minutes. Turns out I actually set it for 40. I got distracted talking to someone, and the kitchen burnt down. All 14 levels of the office had to be evacuated.
Oh, my God.
Do you say, like, that was my lunch, or do you just leave it alone? Because no one's going to identify the food.
Who's going to know?
Like, even if your name is on the box, that thing is burnt to oblivion.
You don't want to be known as that guy.
Right.
Oh, I'm the guy going, hey, who's burning down the kitchen?
Can you believe someone put something in the microwave for that long? That's crazy.
Right.
That happened. Yeah, never mind. It wasn't at work. Okay, my dog, though. My dog ran up to a little kid in a doggy play area and peed on a little kid. Right? Just like lifted his leg, peed right all over this little kid, like 2 years old. This is an enormous dog park, and somebody's like, whose dog is this? And I'm like looking around going, yeah, whose dog is that?
That's right. That's crazy. How'd you do that?
I'm never taking responsibility. But at work, I will say that my first time I ever did school closings back in the 80s, that's when people relied on the radio to find out if their schools were closed. I was given the list, I thought to just read the list. I didn't know they check marked the ones that were closed and left the other ones uncheck marked. I just read the entire list.
You're all closed.
All
Everybody's closed.
Yep. Anybody I've read your name, your schools are closed. And it was really only about 5 schools that had closed. I read about 25.
Oh, my God.
Before they were like, no, I thought, yeah. I'm bored.
Some people are like, oh, wait a minute. I don't have school today. That's
Yeah.
great.
How many kids went back to bed?
Do. Oh, no. 800-821-9970 if you've got one. It's 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Powerball jackpot has jumped to an eye-popping $1.7 billion. It's the 3rd largest in history for tomorrow night's drawing. Now, there is a woman named Dawn Nettles, and she is a lottery expert. She lives in Texas. She busted wide open an issue with the Texas lottery where somebody overseas was able to purchase for a Texas lotto every single possible number combination.
Yeah.
And so they needed to so she's the one who busted this wide. Anyway, she knows what she's talking about. And she says, here is a tip to increase your odds. She said most players use that quick pick option. Up to 80% of lottery players just let the machine pick their numbers. The problem is the system is obviously capable of spitting out duplicate numbers. So it is more likely that if you win with the numbers the computer picked for you, they've also picked those same numbers for at least one other person. It's more likely. It's not, it's not probable, but it's possible. So she says the only tried and true way to improve your chances of hitting the big jackpot is to pick the numbers out by hand.
I think I'm going to give that a try this weekend because the last, 10 times I've played, I just do the quick pick and see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, the thing is, you need to play that same set of numbers every time.
Okay.
Like Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, every week.
I like that.
You have to play the same set because technically, odds are you will have a better chance.
Right.
By playing the same set, as long as you play it nonstop.
If you want to use, math to your advantage, 5 most commonly drawn numbers over the past 10 years, 61, 21, 23, 33, and 69. Least drawn number, 13. The 5 least likely numbers that come up in the Powerball drawing, 13, 49, 26, 46, and 65. And the most overdue number is 26, which has not been drawn since April of last year. The number 26 has not come up on any ticket.
It's so random.
Since April of last year. So
now,
it's due.
The numbers that are picked the most, how many people are playing that set of numbers, do you suppose, that have read that at some point?
Possibly.
And there's probably a ton of people playing that.
But again, you're going from 1 to 69, and these are just the 10 most common, not in that order.
Right.
It's just 61 has come up a whole bunch. 21 has come up a whole bunch. So
I just feel like if the lottery ever hits and it is those most drawn numbers, there's going to be a lot of people who win.
Most likely Powerball numbers, 4, 21, and 24 are the ones that have come up the most.
Nice.
Least likely Powerball number, 16.
Okay.
So do with that information what you will.
Well, Frontier Airlines is announcing a new deal that offers nearly 2 years of what it calls unlimited travel for $299. They're selling this through today. It's called the 2026-2027 Go Wild All-You-Can-Fly Annual Pass. And you can buy it for half off the regular price through today. Now, Frontier says this pass can be used immediately. However, there are blackout dates, and that includes major holiday periods. You cannot use this pass for major holiday periods.
Okay.
And there are blackout dates, so you can use that. Also, you have to trade some amount of comfort and convenience to fly on Frontier. It is an ultra low cost carrier, so you're going to pay more for your bags, and you are going to get less in terms of a comfortable seat. They're very thin. They don't recline. Frontier is also among the worst for on-time performance, and they are not known for their clear communications with passengers. People often complain that it's extremely difficult to find a helpful gate agent when there's a delay.
Yeah, because they're one of those airlines where you go to the airport, like if you're checking a bag at the main entrance there, and they've got their gate agents, and they're all checking bags, and those gate agents then go over to the gate where you're boarding the plane. So they keep costs low by having fewer employees.
Yes, not enough employees.
Taking care of everything here and then heading on over. But for $299, 2 years of any flights?
I mean, what a deal.
I think I'm taking out the credit card for
Well,
this
you got to
one.
do it today. Today's the last day.
But you said it's half off, so you can still get that for $600, I'm guessing? Is that right?
I don't, you'll have to check it out and see for me. I don't know. I didn't look that deeply into the story. But, I'm guessing that you could still buy it for...
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because we're looking at Frontier to fly for the next wedding we have to go to in Denver in October. So you said you can use it now.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Oh, I'm going to have to look into that.
Got to do it today.
Okay.
Yep.
Man.
Did you see this New Hampshire teenager on a deep sea fishing trip this week hauled in a 177-pound Atlantic halibut, a fish so big it outweighed him by more than 50 pounds.
Wow.
And it could be a world record. We're waiting to hear. 13-year-old Jackson Denio was fishing about 100 miles off the New England coast on Monday with a big group. When he said he wanted to catch a shark, so they're like, all right, you need to troll the bottom, you need to go deep with your line. It took about, he knew he caught something huge on his line, and it took him about 30 minutes, this 13-year-old, of fighting to get this fish to the surface, but he did it all himself.
That's awesome.
All himself. He was getting some major encouragement, but when he started pulling this thing out and people were seeing how big it was, they were going wild on this fishing boat. It took 3 deckhands and the captain to get it in the boat. Fellow passengers and fishermen were cheering, and now the International Game Fish Association will determine if it's a record catch. But it does look like it outweighs the last record by 20 pounds.
I want to catch that.
That's insane. I would love to go deep sea fishing of some
you never done that?
No, I've never done that.
That's awesome.
Dude, so I wonder if he kept it, though. People do eat halibut a lot, so I wonder if they keep it and sell it,
Yeah, you wonder. He got a picture with it.
All right.
I don't know whether you toss that thing back. He got pictures. He sent all the documentation in, so we'll see.
Nice.
All right, those are your 3 things.
How superstitious are you tomorrow before the game? Are you following a ritual that you do every week? Do you have any kind of ritual or superstition?
Not anymore. I've never been superstitious, really. I don't believe there's some force in the universe causing these
I've only been
things.
slightly stitious.
I have been, where if I've been wearing the same shirt all season and they keep winning, but eventually they lose. You go, well, the shirt didn't work.
Right.
None of it's going to impact the game. No matter what my underwear, I get doing it. It makes you feel good. Mm-hmm. You're confident. You're supporting your team that way. But eventually I realized nothing I do is going to impact this football game.
That is absolutely true. I do, I've said this before, I do what I call boxer deep on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And that's everything from my hat, my socks, my shoes, all the way down to my boxers.
Yeah, I got some silk Cowboys boxers. I'll wear them on game day, but I'm just supporting my team.
That's exactly it.
I don't think it's going to
In fact, I have to head over right after the show. I got to head over and see our friends at Myers Jewelers because I need the pin replaced in the band of my Michigan watch because last game I hit the bar top too hard and the pin popped out. So I have to go.
Where does it say Michigan? Where is it?
Oh, this isn't my Michigan. No, my Michigan watch is in my car.
Is it? So the band says Michigan?
No, the face is an M, and it's a blue watch.
Yeah, I think you should go on to Myers Jewelers and let me know when you're going, so I can call Jeff and say, "Hey, replace the face in the watch along with the pin."
Go back and pick it up.
It's a Buckeye face.
He just puts a Buckeye sticker right over the top of it. Yeah, so I'm actually going to go see them and get that fixed. But yeah, so the watch, the hat, shoes, all the way down to the boxers. But other than that, I do have a game day mug that I use for my Captain and Diets.
Yeah. I got a game day fidget spinner.
Okay.
Cowboys fidget spinner.
I have a helmet that during the big games, especially if it's close. Yeah. I rub the helmet.
Oh, dude, you'll see me walking around spinning that thing like that.
Yeah, right.
Spinning it and spinning it.
Now, is that superstition or is that just kind of something you do? I will say this. 52% of college football fans admit that they're superstitious when it comes to their favorite team.
So are players.
Yeah.
Dude, Deion Sanders, his ritual, and it had to be the same every game. He laid on the floor. He'd put his whole uniform together, pads, helmet, necklace, everything that was going on his body was laid out perfectly on the floor, in the shape of him. And he would put everything on from top to bottom. Every game.
Yeah.
It was his ritual. Had to do it.
Some of these superstitions, people admitted to wearing a lucky T-shirt or hat. Others confessed to sleeping in their jersey the night before. One person claimed to bathing in hot sauce before the game to increase their team's chance of victory.
Okay.
35% of college football fans said they'd rather attend their team's biggest rivalry game than a friend's wedding. I do know that a very good friend of mine has a Halloween party every year, and it just so happens that the Halloween party a few years ago also happened to be the Michigan versus Michigan State game.
Oh, no.
And it was a night game.
Oh, no.
And I had tickets to the game, so I missed the party. Unbeknownst to me, after everyone got the invites, my friend's sister messaged everyone personally and said, hey, just so you know, her boyfriend is going to propose to her at the party that night. I never got that message.
Oh.
So I didn't know that he was proposing to one of my closest friends. However, I did tell her, even if I got that message, I don't know if I would have gone to the party over the Michigan State game.
You're telling me I've got tickets to Ohio State, Michigan here in the Horseshoe. I mean, unless I'm in the wedding, like I'm your best man, maybe.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not going to make
Probably not going to make it. Yep.
You don't get to go to that game very much,
right?
You know?
Exactly.
Of course, your best friend doesn't really get married that much either, but...
Yeah, in today's times, there's a 50-50 shot it's not going to work out anyways.
More than a 53% divorce rate.
And I did officiate their wedding. So, I mean, they weren't that mad about it.
Okay.
So, if you're superstitious, just know you are not alone.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, let's learn you some stuff on a Friday morning, make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up today. Thick, did you know you and Katy Perry have something in common?
Oh, God, what is it?
You might be the unrealized offspring of famous musicians. Because we all know you might be Bob Seger's son.
As much as I wish, no. Unfortunately, you could tell by looking at my dad.
It's right there.
I look just like my dad.
All right.
My son looks just like us both.
Well, Katy Perry's mother once dated Jimi Hendrix. So...
Okay. So, mom who dated a famous rock star.
Total possibility.
Cool. All right, that I'm willing to share with her.
Total
That's all I want.
That's all you want to share. The sounds from crunchy foods are comparable to tiny sonic booms because the food is breaking up at the speed of sound.
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it?
The pops are mini speeds of sounds.
Wow.
Speeds of sounds. Sounds of speeds. Sounds of speeds. There we go. Ireland won its first Olympic medals in 1924. They got a silver in the painting competition.
Painting?
And they got a bronze in the literature competition.
What?
Obviously, both those competitions aren't part of the Olympics anymore. But
these are academic Olympics.
No, the actual Olympics. Painting and literature used to be...
What I mean, it's like painting a picture?
I would have to assume so.
Or painting a house, or what are we talking?
Yeah. Or like, what do you wrote the best poem? Like, how do you win a medal in literature?
Okay.
Yeah. California has the most billionaires of any U.S. state, 124.
Of course.
New York is second with 93, followed by Texas at 48, and Florida at 44. Now, there are 8 states with 0 billionaires in them.
Well, I know we have Wexner here, so it's not us.
Okay. Any guesses?
It's got to be well, no, there's probably some in Montana, because rich people buy land in Montana.
Not Montana.
No.
Nope.
North Dakota.
North Dakota is one of them.
South Dakota.
Not South Dakota. No.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire's on the list.
It is.
Yes. Alabama, Alaska, Delaware, New Hampshire, New Mexico, North Dakota, Vermont, and West Virginia in alphabetical order.
Oh, okay.
For the states with no billionaires. And finally, the United States Postal Service made stamps with the Statue of Liberty in 2011, but the picture that they used was of the Statue of Liberty outside the New York casino in Las Vegas. It's not clear if it was an accident or if they used it because it was just a better photo. But in any event, because they used the replica Lady Liberty, they had to shell out $3.5 million for copyright infringement. They weren't allowed to use the one outside of New York, but they did. They got sued. They lost.
Jeez.
There you go. Learning some stuff on a Friday morning. 99.7 The Blitz.